Hey everyone, I am live. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, how's it going? This is April with Scorpion Queen Art. Looks like I'm live. All right, good to go. 4 o'clock, just 2 minutes before. But let's get started. It's so really nice to have everybody here today. I am trying something a little bit different with the lighting, so that's why it's maybe a little harsh, but I'm hoping that it'll give us a better view of what I'm making on my table with the jewelry. So today, very excited. I have some crystal clay. That is a product that I've really come to find to be very versatile. I really enjoy working with it. I don't work with it all that often, but I find that there's so many different applications that you can use it for. So it's pretty awesome stuff. Let me show you what the packaging looks like. This is the product here. I've gotten mine from Beadaholique, which is a website you can get on. It comes in a variety of different colors. I've got black, white, this is dark purple, you can get brown. And it's just a really awesome epoxy clay that you don't have to bake. You just work with it with your fingers, mold it into various shapes. You can add embellishments to it, and then it hardens within, I forget how many, but it's several hours. Fully cures in 14 to 16 hours with no baking. So there's a ton of advantages to using it as opposed to standard clay that you'd have to bake. So I really like it. And I think it's a relatively new product that's come on the market. So I hope it gains some traction with the jewelry community because I think it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to show you a couple of different versatile ways that you can use it. Okay, so here's what we're going to be doing today. One of the things that you can do is you can just use it to mount your findings on the back of your pieces. And the reason I like this is because I can actually work with the stones that are not drilled, and I don't have to wire wrap. It's just basically another way for me to adhere a finding onto the back of a stone. So I'm going to use the clay to just mount this head pin that I've made. I've made a couple of head pins here because I was thinking about doing this for other pieces. So that would be my plan with this resin heart that I made a couple months back. Then I have one of these resin, well, I don't know if it's resin or clay, but it's a cabochon that I just bought off Etsy. And this is just something that I thought I would maybe decorate a little bit further. I was going to put some more epoxy below the face and then just put some glitter and just see if I can get some idea of, you know, how it would look with a little bit more of a border around it. Okay, and then from there, this ring this is going to be a jewelry repair. My cousin sent this to me. Apparently the stone popped out of it, and she was just asking me if I could put in a stone. And when I got the ring, it had a little piece of glue in there. It looked like it was some kind of epoxy or something that was holding the original cabochon, which obviously didn't hold. So the stone popped out. She asked me to put a new one in. So I thought I would, I got some turquoise cabochons that are the right size. And I just thought I would try to put in the epoxy clay as my setting here and see if that would secure it better than just putting in some adhesive. And then the last project I was going to work on is to use the rest of the clay to finish up my cuff bracelet. And I'm going to, just what you saw in that picture for the event intro, there's a picture of a cuff bracelet with a bat. I was going to epoxy clay this brass cuff and then add these gemstones to it using a stencil. So that would be the plan there. I've got some moonstone cabochons and some peridot, gift shop peridot. You've probably seen this stuff in various gift shops. It's actually pretty awesome that you can get it for like $1 or $2 at a gift shop, and then you can incorporate it into your jewelry. So it's a nice little use of that material. Okay, so let's go. I'm gonna get started with this epoxy clay. So it comes in 2 parts, and that's because you can't mix them together until you're ready to make something, because then it's just going to cure within that time frame. So that's why it's sold this way. Get 2 separate pieces. Let me get my gloves on. Doing that right now. Okay. Here we are. Yeah, right on. Okay, so it's going to take a while to integrate all this. I've found that mixing the clay takes a bit of time. So let's get working on it. This is kind of like baking, where you're just incorporating different things into a mixture and then getting it to all come together. Maybe I'll do this in batches because this is a lot of material here. And let's move all this stuff over. Okay, here we go. It's going to look like a snake. Now we're going to have to really incorporate this. I don't like using the gloves. It's very awkward. Maybe I'll wait on the gloves until I'm ready to start making the actual piece, because I don't want the advantage of the gloves is that you don't have to you won't get your fingerprints on it. All right, cool. There we go. Yeah. Bit of a zebra action. All right. Okay, that was my phone. Don't know who's texting me. I've been getting a lot of political texts today. Everybody's texting me about the runoff election in Georgia. Please give me your money. Okay, here's where the camera might shake a bit, just because. And I have a plastic mat down on my table just to help with this, so this material doesn't stick. I've made that mistake before with the tablecloth. I've gotten some crystal clay on it, and it just never came off. So here we go. All right, so that's getting integrated. Still has some gray spots to it. Can I add a little bit more? It's actually pretty light. I hope that doesn't mess things up, because it's not really super black. As black as I would like it to be. It's concerning me a bit. Well, I have used black before. Yeah, that bat piece. That bat piece on the cover photo was actually one of my first times using it. did the same technique with this brass cuff base. I just molded the clay along it, and then I have these micro beads that you can get at Michael's, and I just attached a stencil to it, and then filled in the void areas with the micro beads, and that. Uh-oh, here comes my son. He's going to barge in on me. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, the micro beads looked really good with it. I thought that came out really good. So having that success with that project really encouraged me to keep on going with this medium. So yeah, definitely if you've not tried crystal clay, give it a whirl. It's fun. All right. All right, you know, for the time being, I'm just going to work with this piece for now. Let me just get this last bit incorporated. There's still a little bit of the gray showing through here. Okay, here we are. Nice. All right. So this is going to be pretty easy. Take the back of your piece. Let me put my gloves on for this, even though my hands are super sticky. All right, we'll deal with it. How much do you think I should use? Let's grab maybe about a rectangle's worth. It's going to be a little bit thick just to get that head pin on there. I hope this looks okay. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, maybe I could make this. Oh, I like this oval. I kind of like this oval. Might be a little too much though. Let's go with this. Okay. Here we are. Da, da, da. Well, maybe what I'll do is fill the back with the clay. I think that's where it's going to have to go here, because I think it's going to look like crap if I just put a little piece of this putty. It's going to look like somebody stuck a piece of bubble gum to the back of the piece. So let's fill it all the way in, just to keep it clean here. All right. Okay. Yeah, the majority of working with this material is just shaping it. After you mix it, then it's just a matter of forming it. And that's what I find takes the most time here. Okay, good. Fun. Okay. Gonna have to clean that side up a bit more. Sorry. Gotta start paying attention to this camera a little bit more. Become a little bit more of a professional with doing these live streams. Okay, it's just about there. I've got the back all incorporated with the crystal clay. So let me go ahead and stick that head pin in there, and that's all there is to it. All right. How long do I want this to be? I might want to shorten it up a little bit. So here we go. Yeah, let's do that. So it's a short one. Okay. And we'll just throw that right in there. Right in the dead center. Okay. There you have it. Another easy way to mount head pins into an undrilled stone. Okay, there we go. Now we let that cure. I'll have to clean up these edges just a little bit more. All right, next. Do I want to take on the ring? I think the answer is yes. Okay, let's try this. This should be easy. I'm hoping it'll be easy. Figure out how much clay I need. And this is why I chose black. I wanted a very subtle background for this. Don't want people to see this clay as the mount. I want the clay to just sit underneath the stone and just barely cushion it around the edges. So that's what I'm going for today with this repair that I'm doing for my cousin's ring. This might be a little too much, but that's basically the size. Yeah, that's definitely too big. Okay, I'll take a little more off. All right. All right, let's go with it. Oh yeah, this is really just don't need much at all for this. Very, very small amount. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's so not stressful. The fact that you don't have to work very quickly with this material. You have so much time before it cures. I love that about it because yeah, if this was going to take me, if I had to work within like 5 minutes, can you imagine? I'd be like, I don't think I would use this product. I would hate the idea of rushing through my jewelry making. Okay, got it filled in, flush. Let's see what happens now when I squeeze it on. Just so clean. I don't want my finger to touch the turquoise cabochon here. Let's see how this goes. There's the cat wanting to come in. Yeah. Right. So as I'm pushing on this, it's starting to come out the ends, which I knew it would do. And that's actually what I was kind of going for that. And I don't know how you can see that, but yeah, some of the material has come up around it. So I'm just going to lightly go around and smooth it out. All right. So a little bit of an experiment with this, just trying to see how well the crystal clay acts as an adhesive to this ring setting, because I really puzzled over whether or not I just wanted to put in more E67, or excuse me, E6000, or if I wanted to do this, and I thought this might be a really good alternative. So yeah, I'm hoping that this is going to work. All right, there you go. Easy peasy. We'll see how that cures in 16 hours and if this is going to be a good option. So there's the ring. Nice. Okay, next. So keep in mind, I still have a whole batch of unmixed clay here. Probably going to need it for this cup. It's going to be a lot. Oh, do I want to do that? I don't know. Well, you know what, yeah, I think I'm gonna just go with starting the cuff. Let's just do that because I'm excited to use that stencil. Okay, here we go. Start rolling. Anyway. I'm sorry if this is boring. You can fast forward through these mixing parts. Once I figure out, just trying to figure out if people are interested in this type of content. I don't know if they are or not. I mean, I'm just having fun doing what I do. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know if it's just me or it's just the fact that I'm not very social media savvy. At one point, sometimes I think I am, and then it's like, I don't know. It's just such a challenge for me to get the likes and the views and all that stuff. I don't know if I'm doing things the right way or not. But yeah, it's just all very early in the process for me. All right, let's get it all integrated here. All right. There we go. This is mixing up faster than I thought it would. All right. All right, this is the fun part. You'll like this part of the project now that I've I really should know what my wedding ring while doing this. Okay. So yeah, I finding it a little cumbersome to work with the gloves. So I'm going to wait on the gloves until I have to do the final finishing on this because as I said before, I don't want to get fingerprints on here. So let's get everything fully incorporated. I think we're almost there. Yeah, I have to say I'm a little disappointed with the color. I hope it darkens up. I don't really like how it's this very drabby. I don't know if you can see it, but from my perspective, it is very, it's not black. I mean, because of the gray epoxy portion of the crystal clay, it's turning it a very like charcoal gray, not black. So I might actually have to paint this afterwards. Would be maybe the best solution here. But then again, I'm not going to be able to paint it because I'm going to have the beads on it. All right, well, we'll see how it goes. Because that bat piece came out black. So I don't know what's up. Maybe it's just the way it will cure. Hopefully it will cure and it will become darker. All right, we integrated? Think so. Here we go. Right onto the brass cuff. Okay, this is going to take some time. So squeeze, 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 get it all on there. Hopefully it will give me full coverage and it won't get too thin. Yeah, this is fun. I like it. Yeah. See, even that's a cool texture, don't you think? It's kind of like something a cave woman would wear. Oh, yeah, nice. Actually like that border. All right, wow, that went faster than I thought. All right, and like I was saying, just to keep it really like a rough texture like that, I think that's pretty badass. All right, let's just get that glove on so that I make sure it's free of fingerprints. Too close, that'll help. All right. Now, make sure there's no brass showing through here. Oh, if you're wondering where I get the brass bases, you can also get those at Beadaholique. Michaels, of course, sells them. I've seen them in Michaels for about $4 each, which to me is a little on the expensive side. So if you can get them mail order, I think you'd be better off. I have bought in both the solid ones, and then there's sometimes you can find those textured silver ones. For this type of project, it doesn't matter what kind of texture you have, because you're just basically covering it up anyway. All right, I'm gonna make sure I don't have any fingerprints. Like in the rough texture, this is actually better than I thought. All right, now this is the fun part. Ready? I have a stencil with this bubble pattern on it. And what I'm going to do is overlay the bubbles. And okay. And let's do this. This is a little awkward. Okay. Roll it. All right. Can you see that? Oh, dummy. I wanted to get tweezers, and I don't have them up here. All right. I'm going to show you my needle nose. Pick up the gemstones with it. All right. So these smallest holes, if you can see that really small hole, I'm going to incorporate a peridot right there. Does that even fit? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Next, another peridot. All right, right there. Anywhere where there's a small hole, I'm going to be putting in these peridots. Okay. I know you can't see this overall, all that well right now, but let's get another one in there. Okay. Got 3 so far. And now let's do these labradorite. Well, yeah, all right, we'll get a labradorite cap here. And I'm going to put in a, I don't know what this is. I'm assuming it's a quartz, but I had these lying around. It's just a little oval quartz cabochon. Oh gosh, I hope I can get this stencil off now. It's not the right size. Boo-hoo. Okay. Another labradorite. Well, you know what? I've got to gonna alternate. I've got this guy right here. And labradorite there. Okay, working my way around. Just pull the stencil off to make sure that I'm not going to rip these stones out. Okay, here's where I'm going to keep it down. You know, it's okay. It's not the end of the world if I don't have all the, sorry if I'm off camera, I'm just kind of in the middle of. But basically you get the idea of what I'm trying to accomplish here. Don't have to use this stencil, obviously. I just kind of wanted to use it for the first time to essentially keep the symmetry of, or asymmetry of this piece. Because yeah, it's not symmetrical by any means. Just bubbles floating in the air. All right, let's see how it looks. Pull the stencil down. Okay. Took a little bit of the clay with it. That's okay, we can fix that up. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cooler than I thought. It looks really good. It looks really industrial, like goth. Somebody that's into the goth movement would wear. All right, so I'm gonna clean this up. Wow, I really like it. Wow. Yeah, so let's get a few more of these peridot on there. About right there. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you, be totally honest here, having a little bit of a cat hair problem. It's getting on the pliers, so make sure my piece is cat hair free before I sell this at the craft fairs. Yeah, there's another cat hair. Oh, okay, well, yeah, I'm liking it. Okay, so a few more finishing touches here. I think I will add a couple more peridot gemstones to the mix. Okay, let's just continue around. Looks like one fell out. Oh, this is so much fun. Really, really liking it. Let's see. And maybe a couple more on these edges. Wow. Yeah, can definitely see wearing this out at a club. You go to goth industrial night, assuming we can go clubbing by the fall of 2021. Okay, I am happy with that. The last thing to do here is just continue with smoothing out this pattern, and then I'm going to let it cure. I'm not going to do the lady with the face. I decided I've essentially used up all my clay, so that'll have to be a project for another time. If you're wondering about the back of this cuff, I will tell you that it is a bit of a problem to get when you get this crystal clay on the back. So what I probably should have done is continuously scraped it, but you can, once you get the piece all prepared, you can use alcohol and a cotton ball to wipe it off, or acetone. Nail polish works also. So yeah, you can do both. Okay. So the beauty of this crystal clay is that you don't have to do what I'm doing with this texturing, which is just molding it with my fingernails. You can even like get a piece of netting and run it over and get that micro square look. I mean, there's really an endless amount of texture choices you can incorporate into these types of pieces. I'm going to pull these crystals down a little bit more. Okay, bare hands now. Yeah, I saw this internet video, YouTube video of a guy who was texturizing some clay, and he was using like trees and things in nature. It was pretty cool to watch. So let's get that down. I don't like the way that looks. And that too, I don't like that. Try not to put my gloves back on. I don't want to. Oh, this is making some ugly marks. I'm actually gonna see what I'm doing here is I'm making like a wavy texture on the edge. I like that. I like the way that's looking with this particular design. Yeah, that's suiting me nicely. All right, good. Okay. Yeah, I will tell you, cat hair and crystal clay don't really mesh. Probably good to keep your animals out of your workspace. Lesson learned there, huh? All right. How's that looking? What do you guys think? All right, I'm gonna clean up the back of this off camera, but yeah. So thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. It was a bit long, but anyway, that's what I like to do with my crystal clay. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.